how to make a career out of it. They don't even know you can make a career out of it. So today I'm going to teach you throughout this video exactly what you need to do to make a blog, earn money, and how to compose it to where you get tons of traffic from the get-go as soon as you start making them. So let's get started right away. I'd advise you to go ahead and take some notes because, this is valuable stuff, and really I could sell this probably for $500 if I wanted to, but I'm going to give it to you free today. So let's get started. Um, First of all, you have to pick a platform. You can't just, make a blog appear out of thin air. You have to pick something that you are happy with. That you need a blog platform that really goes with your style, your customization, the way you like to see things, because this is your baby. This is your blog, no one else's. You can do with it what you want, and you need to be happy with it. I advise Empower Network. That's what I use. I've climbed the rankings like crazy without any blogging experience from the past, and my traffic is basically increasing every day, whether I work on it or not, because it's such a high Alexa rating and has backlinks, SEO built in. We have an update in September 2013 that's just going to blow all the other blogs away. And I would advise you to get one of those. I'll have a link at the bottom of this video to get one if you really want one. And after you get one that really um, meets your needs as your go-to blog to make money with, you need to start producing fresh content. At first, I say 50 to 90 days in this blog post. I'd say 90 days. Go for 90 days. Every single day doing a blog, because most likely if you're watching this you haven't had a lot of experience in the past, or maybe you are experienced as a blogger and are just trying to brush up on your skills, get back to the basics, or learn some new tips and tricks to really make it get to that next level. But I would say if you're starting out, do a blog every day for 90 days. I don't care what you do it about something you know a lot about though. That will probably, make it a lot easier on you to come up with things in your head to write about and not have any kind of a writer's block. Uh, After that, you'll be more experienced, you'll be a better writer, you'll know exactly what you're doing, how SEO works, how to, target your audience, who's going to read it, who's not, and then you can do one every other day, every 3 days, a weekly one. I'd say every 3 days at the most, because you need to have fresh content. It tells Google that you're active and keeps your rankings high. Keep your audience in mind. You don't want to go all based on SEO. Do not try to make every blog post just for search engines. I know you're trying to make money with this blog, but keep the people in mind and the money will follow. That is how today works on Google, and the other search engines will follow. Google is by far the top search engine. You have to do things that will comply with their rules. These penguin and panda updates, I have other posts on that you can read about, but you need to, try to rank in Google for, keywords that are really with your target audience. And don't try to overdo the keyword density and all that crap. It's not going to help anymore. This isn't, the past. This isn't 2012 and before that. This is 2013, and this, is how you have to do it these days. Now, you have to do keywords, but keep in mind, it's not the keyword density and whether you bold, italicize, or underline your keywords anymore. It's about more like key topics. Instead of using the same keyword or word phrase every time, you want to do a key topic, have, synonyms, words related to it, just make your writing flow and use different forms of the word that you or words that you're trying to rank for. That video will go more over that right here. As far as the basic blog structure, you need to keep in mind, I have this blog post on my website, and you got to structure it a certain way to make it readable, make people want to read it, make people want to go to your other pages, because the more time spent on site, the more likely they are to buy, and the more money you will make, which is your goal for this blog and this video, is to teach you how to do that. Do not write big, long paragraphs. If I was to combine these 3 paragraphs right here, it would be massive. You'd get intimidated. You probably wouldn't read it. That's why you make, 4 sentences or so at the most of each paragraph. Make it readable. Make people, have some space between. Don't just, cram everything together and make it look, too close. You want it to just be spread out and neat and look good. People will not be intimidated by writing and will actually read it. That's what you want them to do, right? Capture their attention in the introduction. Say something that maybe will make a light bulb go off in their head and be like, hey, this guy's going to answer my question if I read this post. I need to read this whole post. Or something like that, Usually, when people search for something on the internet, they have a question, they want answers. They have a problem, they want it to be solved. Be that person that bridges the gap. Make your blogs readable. We went over that. Do not make big, long paragraphs. I used to do that when I didn't know what I was doing. Did not work for me. Started doing this. Made it a lot more readable. Had a lot more people come to my site regularly. Use links. Do not forget to use links. Now, it might sound weird to share traffic, because you're like, oh, well, I got traffic. It should be all mine, right? That's not how it works. Google will reward you for sharing traffic, because it also makes you more of a expert in what you're trying to rank for. Let's say you're trying to rank for cooking. You're trying to rank for cooking, chicken. So if you come across a site when you're doing your research that is just really, extensive in depth and has all these examples and stuff, link to it. It's not going to hurt you. They're already a high ranking, most likely. You probably found them on page 1 anyway. The worst that could happen is they wouldn't link back to you, and you still look like an expert, and you try to have the best blog post for people to read. So if people are looking for a certain subject, make your blog post like a hub for that subject. It has links to other sites, and it combines your content with theirs, and examples and videos and media of different kinds. You put all that together, and it looks like your post is just the perfect, place to find answers on that subject. Do that for everything. Links are something you have to take advantage of. You have to give to take action. If you want to make money with a blog, you have to have a call to action at the end of every blog, or somewhere in the blog. Usually at the end is where you want to do it. You might have a buy button. You might say, right, for more training, or for this and that, go here, click here, whatever. You have to have a call to action. There has to be a purpose for this blog post. What do you want them to do? Tell them what you want them to do. Because a lot of people, might not even know what to do. Might not even know what you want them to do. If you don't tell them straight up what you want them to do, exactly how you want them to do it. Now, as far as writing long blog posts or short blog posts, it's not that big of a deal, but, I speed blog, I do that. Other good bloggers do that. But I'd say at least once a week, try to, at least experiment with long blog posts. Do 1,000, 1,500, even 2,500 word blog posts. This one I did 2,500 words, over 2,500 words actually. It's probably more like 26 or 2,700. But there's a reason for that because I was experimenting on how to rank on the first page easier, faster, more consistently. Found this graph showing that, top 10 results of these things, usually tend to be around 2,500 words or at least 2,000. So, try these long blog posts, but do not ramble. Do not put a bunch of low quality information in there. Otherwise, don't even bother. It has to all be quality. You need to use a bunch of links. Just make it the perfect page that answers all the questions about your keyword phrase. If people are searching for this, make this the perfect place for them to go to get everything answered, like I said before. Now, there's a lot of things that go into rankings and page one rankings. Here's a whole graph. You can check this out, on my blog. But you got social media, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. Let's say you get shares on LinkedIn and Twitter retweets, Google plus ones and Facebook likes. Stuff like that is always good. So make sure you have some share buttons. You also want to have unique content. If it's anything, do not overuse, spinning software. Do not spin on your articles and try to put a bunch of ones that are all the same crap, just reworded. Do not do that. That's not going to help you at all, and Google's going to penalize you for it. Make each content piece unique. Keep your website speed up to 3 seconds or less if possible. Now it might not be possible for a lot of people. It's harder for some of you that are in some kind of company that use blogs, but if it can be done, you need to do it because a very large percentage, I don't know the exact percentage, I think it's like 60% of your sales will be lost if it takes longer than 3 seconds for your page to load when it's clicked on. You want more conversions, you want more sales, make your speed fast. So people that are impatient, people like me, people that are ADHD, whatever, they don't like waiting. They want to see their answers there in front of them, right before their eyes, right now. So, help them with that, and you'll be rewarded for it. Be relevant, and if you have a lot to say that's relevant and good, valuable, quality content, write it on here. Just put it all on there. Put yourself out there and make it the best blog post you can possibly make it. Now, links again. There are many types of links: external, internal, whatever. Internal links, you link towards your other pages, your other blog posts. So it kind of makes it easier for Google's little bots that crawl your pages to go through there and be like, okay, this guy is linking through, and it's easy to flow through this blog, and we'll help him in his rankings for that. And another thing you want to do is obviously external links, like I talked about before. Link to people that provide more value to your blog post and make your post like a hub as well as a good content source. Also get backlinks. Backlinks are important. Try to get them to high PR websites if you can. They have tools. There's a tool right here on my blog post you can check out. Try to figure out which sites have high PR, or you can even link to YouTube, or you link to Twitter, or Facebook, or article websites, bookmark websites, whatever. Just link to a bunch of high PR sites, if you can. You can do things like guest posting, guest blogging, whatever it's called, and stuff like that. How to get traffic before you start getting ranked. You can rank for low competition, but when you're first starting a blog, it's not always going to happen overnight. Probably won't, most likely. That's why I tell you to blog every day when you're starting out to get really good at it. Before then, share all your blog on certain websites that aren't search engines. The search engines take a little time. It's a good long-term investment to do, search engines, but you still have to get that short-term, list of leads and sales to get you by until then. Article marketing. Here's, eZine, Go Articles, Squidoo. I recommend eZine and Squidoo the most. Hub Pages is very good. Storify is good. Article-based, Go Articles. But really, eZine and Squidoo should be and I guess Hub Pages would be your top three, to really focus on. Video marketing, obviously, that's what I'm doing right now, for this blog post. You use this as an example. YouTube, Vimeo actually is something you have to pay for to really use for, business purposes if you want to make money with your blog. So be careful about that. A free account might not get you what you want. Dailymotion, Hub Pages even has, videos. So Hub Pages you might want to use, articles and videos. Nice little 1-2 punch there. It's all free. Bookmarking, you can get little bookmarking tools, put them on your Google Chrome browser, Firefox, whatever, and just go to town on. You have all these bookmarking tools and stuff that might be $40 a month, but they're really not worth it. I've tried them. They're not really gonna make that big of a difference in your business blog. What I would do is just, go to the main ones like Reddit, StumblePond, Delicious Dig, Slashdot. The ones that'll make the most difference, because most of those other bookmarks really won't affect your rankings much. High quality content is what does the most for it, and just getting, quality traffic is really what will get you the highest rankings, no matter, what happens. Document sharing, you know, you can go to sites and turn your blog post into a PDF file or a, ebook or whatever, and then put it on these other ones. You can even make a PowerPoint. You can make just any kind of file like that. Put it on those. SlideShare is definitely the best one of those. Probably docs.google.com, Boxnet. But press releases can cost you money, so be careful with those. But they're really more for a short term. They can get you on, maybe page one even for a week or two. But press releases is kind of like, a press release on TV. It's a hot topic for a few days, then it goes away to the next one. So it's one of those things where you'd be paying for quick traffic. So you might do those, you might not. It's just one of your options that you have. Facebook groups are very important. I've had success with those. And, some people have made, most of their money with Facebook groups. You get these Facebook groups and then you just join the open ones. Closed groups would be, harder to join, but they'll have thousands of people in each one sometimes, and then you can post your stuff on there. A lot of them will also be posting their businesses on their blogs. Go on there and then get more traffic from those, and it's free and it's on Facebook. You probably use Facebook every day anyway. A billion people do, so you're probably one of them. Just about everybody has a Facebook account, so use it to your advantage. These are mostly free. I'm trying to keep you from having to spend a lot of money, but if you combine social media, blogging, and videos, that's just a three-headed monster that you can't hardly beat, and it'll make you a ton of money. Obviously, though, you have to have something to sell, whatever that is. If you're building a business, and, you have a blog, maybe you already have a business and you just want to get more traffic, you want to use a blog because you like to write and get more sales that way. Maybe you don't have a business, maybe you don't have anything to sell. Either you can start your own business, which could take a while and a lot of capital, or you can work with me. You can register in my blog. I'll try to get a link at the bottom of this video somehow for you to join me or contact me. And, I love this. It's every day's a Saturday for me, basically. I'm trying to build a team to add to mine that is just going to take over the internet. I have blogging down. I'll teach you how to get this blogging thing going fast and how to make money fast. Social media is rising. I can get you social media sales like you've never seen before. And then We haven't even tapped into the ads for you yet. We'll show you how to do ads and get the most out of your money without throwing away $1,000 and getting no leads like some people do, actually very frequently when they don't know what they're doing. We'll get you started and we'll get you going fast. So if you need something to make money with your blog that I just showed you how to set up, you can go to one of my links and just sign up. It's $25. Really, you have nothing to lose. You can just cancel your membership whenever you want. I don't see what the big deal is. Literally, I was so broke, I borrowed $25 and got in, and here I am today talking to you, teaching you how to do these things. So, you know, go down there, click a link,